Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you today about our 90 days of prayer. So last night, the Lord placed in my spirit that He wants us to go into this 90 days of prayer. The purpose of this 90 days of prayer is number one, we are partnering with God in prayer. Okay, the second reason or the second purpose for this 90 days of prayer is that we are standing on 1 Corinthians 7 verse 14, where it talks about, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Now, Strong's Concordance, sanctified, according to Strong's Concordance, mean hagiazo. And to sanctify means to separate from profane things and dedicate to God, right? So we are going to God in prayer, and we're going to cover our God-ordained spouses in prayer. We're going to separate them from disrespectful things that are, disrespecting God. We're going to separate them from things that are defiling them, things and people that are contaminating their spirit, worldly things, ungodly things, all idols. This is what it means to separate from profane things and dedicate to God. Okay, it also means to sanctify, also means to consecrate things to God, dedicate people to God, to purify, to cleanse externally, free from the guilt of sin, to purify internally by renewing of the soul, to make holy and be holy. Okay, so again, the purpose of this 90 days of prayer is for us to partner with God in prayer. We're going to sanctify. We're going to cover our God-ordained spouses in prayer, right? According to 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14, right? We are also going to grow together in prayer. And another thing, we're going to rebuild our house on a solid foundation that's rooted in the rock, okay? When I talk about rebuilding your house that I'm referring to is this love story. We are going to rebuild this love story on a house that's rooted in God. We're going to rebuild this love story and your God-ordained prodigal spouse, and even yourself, on, things that are able to stand the test of time. It tells us in the book of Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 27, it say, everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. How do you know when your house is built on the sand? A house that is built on the sand is a house that was built on a foundation of lust, of control, manipulation, which is witchcraft. A house that is built on the sand is built, its foundation is rooted on pride, right? It's rooted on bitterness, right? A bitter heart, bitter soul, a hard heart, right? It's rooted on, that Jezebel spirit, the liar spirit. Is rooted in greed, okay? It's rooted in selfish ambitions, right? It's rooted in, a whole lot of idolatry, just wickedness of the heart, right? And so when we go to God in prayer, we're going to partner with God in prayer, and we are going to tear down this current house, okay, that was built on this sand, okay? And we are going to rebuild our house on a house that is rooted on the rock, okay? So we are going to begin to plant new seeds over this love story. We're going to begin to press in, and believe God for restoration. We're going to believe God, to do a new thing in this whole entire love story, okay? So this is the purpose of our 90 days of prayer, okay? So make sure you watch day one, okay, is coming up right after this video. Partner with me in day one video, okay. As I'm praying, I want you to begin to pray as well, okay. Remember, we are growing together in prayer. We are partnering with God in prayer. We are covering our God-ordained spouses in prayer. We are sanctifying them. We are like basically separating them from the world, okay, and the things that are contaminating their spirit, okay. And we are tearing down, what the enemy has built, and we are rebuilding our house, this love story, on a foundation that is rooted on the rock, okay, is able to stand the test of time. So that's what it's all about. So that is it. I will see you in day one video. I am Tequila Coleman. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a positive comment. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.